Greetings, everyone. It's Grandmaster Amira coming to you from Mombasa, Kenya, as usual. And I just wanted to come on today and talk about a video I just got to watching with Roland Martin. He has this black channel that's out there, and he feels that the news, black news, is really newsworthy in America, when basically it's everything about it is just gloom and doom. And he had a show here talking about black the rate of black ownership of housing is at an all-time low, lower than it has been in 50 years. And he had a guest on, and the guest was saying, "What's up?" Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know. He's like in charge of housing for blacks or something. And then his plan is to do a campaign saying that house before your car or something like that. And I just was like, I'm frustrated because we lost 50% of um, black wealth during the crisis. 50% of blacks in America lost their homes. Now, it's true that one of the measures of wealth is home ownership, but in today's America, where you have no black community, no black neighborhoods, really, basically, everybody is renting because the economy is in such bad shape that it just hurts me when I hear people like prominent so-called black information leaders have a straight. Obviously, we just not seeing it. Crisis came, black artists, we lost all of our. The government never did anything for us or help us. This is a black home. Boop, it's just a continuation, total destruction. I shouldn't say total destruction. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say it. It's not total destruction. It's at a percentage that's back in America. That's buy homes where? How are you going to say the house can have equity when if you rent, you don't have equity? They already did a study that showed Bill and Bab, they were brothers, and then one bought a home and Bill, and the other one rented an apartment, invested money. Investors going to get crushed because right along the line, economic struggle. That's going to cause that have had lost their job and they had to move to another city. Like half the people I know from California have moved out of the state. And what do buying a home in this kind? And then the guy that's on there, buy a home, people. I don't know why they fooling you. You can buy a home and then don't make money and have to sell your home. A lot of people do that. This is what happened in the crisis. So you're gonna have to buy your house. You ain't gonna see equity or value in your house for 20, 30 years. You should own your own home. Don't you know that means you're gonna have to take a loan out for that, and that loan will be 30-year mortgage. So you ain't gonna own your home until 30 years down the all time. As racism, and racism is only economics. They know if they choke us out economically, they don't got to worry about anything else we do because there's nothing you can do. The laws are all set up. So if you choked out economically, you either gonna steal, you're gonna go out and money to talk to someone. And what on that phone call, Um, it's nothing like make the black community great again. There is no community. This is what I'm trying to get through to you people. You guys are not understanding. I'm talking about here moving to Africa like it's just like a, it's a simple choice becoming the only solution. Huh? If you're in your 30s and you're gonna talk about staying invested in America for the next 20 years, these Africans picking that up and they running that thing wild. Can you get all the goddamn facts before you start? Nobody picks up my number. So get my number from the comment section again if you're still here. But anyway, yeah, I just want to come in and say, like, hey, guys, that's just jokes. It's nothing that you need. There's nothing like somebody should be giving black people advice about investing in the United States at this time. If anything, you hold on to your goddamn money and wait to see what's going to happen with the economy because it ain't going up. It's been going down for the longest. Trump is sitting on TV lying to people telling we're in the greatest shape we ever in. Then General Motors called and because you don't have Detroit, you don't have Harlem, you don't have why South Central is gone. You don't have anywhere in the South. We gotta stop, gotta stop smoking that gunji or whatever you're doing because that is nonsense. And we living in fantasy land. And the one thing about me is that I'm trying to always be real, and I'm damn good at being real. You know, so I don't think that these people to get up on a TV show and start talking propaganda about the AU chairman, I mean the AU ambassador being sacked based off some winky dink. No major news station has said anything. Times haven't said anything that I can see. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see no major news source pick up this story. And like I said, the ambassador herself, she ain't said anything. So until she talks and gives us what we can really believe is true, how can we continually still? Somebody put a show on talking about the AU ambassador being sacked. They talked for 45 minutes and they never had nothing to say about what she had to say about it. They just talked about how they think they don't even have the source of the people who said that the reason why she was sacked was because of the French video she made back in March. Who said that? Because the sources I say it said some Africans had said it probably was because that was an opinion. That ain't fact. But they took it and ran with it. I say to my people that is out there, you see, this is why we in the trouble we in. And I said that the only solution that you have from the 99% of your problems with America is to leave America, move to modern Africa, and re-jump yourself financially and economically and mentally and physically. You see, Africa may not be perfect, but it's a clean slate where you can start all over fresh. And it ain't no way to go up but up unless you in just a self-destructive person. And for those of you that are getting a social security check, you should have been had your ass here. There's no reason you can tell me that until they Trump and them fool around and take your social security money, then you'll be stuck. And if you're in the north, you'll be stuck with no heat, no way to go. You're gonna be stuck somewhere, and your money's gonna be reduced, and then you're gonna just be looking like damn. So I'm saying to you, people, please pay attention to the signs that's out there. Don't believe any don't watch the news and don't believe anything that propaganda that come on there that gets to you that triggers. If it triggers your emotion, then you need to stop and double check it. If it triggers your emotions, like this AU ambassador being sacked, the way they said in the article, I was like, how? You see? And then I said, okay, let me just check around and see, because you go to Google, you go to the news sources, nobody's talking about it except one news source, and that news source is dubious. It ain't even the major news source. You reading like this news source said it, you never heard of that news source before. So Hey, my brother. Okay, yeah, you called me. So I'm saying to you guys, no, let's wake up here. The reason why black home ownership is down is because blacks are getting the message, and they ain't about to go and buy no house in America right now. Because America's not supporting them. It's not supporting us. So what for? And then where you gonna have your house at? You gonna have Mexicans and Arabs and people like this gonna be your neighbors? And you're gonna start. That's gonna be okay for 30 years till you can get some profit out of your house, and your house gonna rise in value. With how? You know, it's a fantasy. Now, whites home ownership is, believe it or not, but black ownership is still down at its lowest rate in 50 years. What do that tell you? Huh? I keep reminding you guys about the black tax. Huh? Black doctors coming in here to the United States are making 35. Oh, they did a study, $35,000 less every year than a white doctor. And you're gonna say America's the best place? You Negroes in ADOS, you talking that thing? No. What we need, let me tell you straight before my wife gets ready to leave me. What we need, instead of going there and begging for money like we black people in America, and like they're gonna give us money because we black in America. We need to go there and say, give me reparations money and I want to leave. I'll denounce my American citizenship for an African country, and the American pay me the money they owe me from my 40 acres of the mule that they didn't give my great grandparents. Now that's something that we should be talking about. That's something that I'm sure that might go through Congress. They can at least talk about that shit. Every black person that want to leave the United States because of the economic deprivation that's been going on for 400 years should say, look, if we did something like that, now that would be saying something. Now you get the government's attention. And with $200,000, your feet won't touch the ground for a long time. If you invest your money right in a modern African society where they're saying the economies in Africa, the economists have said the Africa's growth is too many people are stopped doing business with the United States, and they're not gonna put that in the news. You see, when the U.S. puts sanctions on a country, that's money that don't go to the United States either. You see, you put sanctions on a country, and then they stop doing business with another country that does business with the United States. So you sanction a country. Imagine if the United States would just be friends. You know, the Iranian economy was very strong, and the people were, very prosperous. They got oil and everything. And said, look, let's do bilateral trade. Wouldn't be no need for all of this. Wouldn't be need for all of this. But that's not the way America is, people. My black people, your country is very, aggressive, and they rather fight than switch. So I don't understand why we don't see that. But then again, I see these propaganda, these so-called black people for Black America thing still giving shows. Okay, you know what, Roland Martin, even on the show, he's there saying, look, support the show, not being supported that well. You know, obviously when his main show was because of lack of it wasn't doing well, wasn't being supported because black people don't have money to support it. And when I come here and ask you guys for support, I understand when you that I'm you guys can't pay. You have a mental defense mechanism that says I can't pay money. Regardless, if I'm telling you, I'm here in Africa, I'm giving you the reality of the situation. Support me with $5 or $10. Win with your own tax money. You know, you pay tax money for a police department that come in and shoot you through a goddamn glass window. Let me see your hands. Bang! 3 seconds, she's dead. Till the next one come on. Oh, that girl was given that light ass sentence was like it's okay to do it. So I'm just saying like that. But anyway, my Eva is looking at me. Say hi, Eva.
Hi.
Yes, she is. Yes. Look at that girl.
Hi, everyone.
Sleep next to that every night. But anyway, you guys get your act together. What is going on in the United States is just utterly, the news coming out of the United States is just like almost laughable. But if you're inside in that environment and you're seeing this is what they daily bombard you with, then I can understand why a lot of us are not really awake and not. So we gotta move forward. Tiny Gwenda Nine Hotep, I think it's my sister. So what Roland Martin's show is doing? I Google that show. It's on YouTube. Popped up on there. I'm looking at it. Blacks having a problem with their ownership. How they gonna tell you go invest in the stock market or go buy a house? This is what is a no-brainer. That's no. You're gonna make a big mistake by doing that. So that's what I wanted to say today.